Good morning. Find your comfortable seat. Wiggle around, get the wiggles off, do some rotations. Not yanking with your arms, just twist your shoulders side to side. And then slow your twisting down so they get smaller and smaller. Until you just feel a little teeny tiny twist in your spine. Then root through your sit bones, lengthen through your crown, and come to stillness. Close your eyes, hands in your lap, palms up. Settle into your breath. How do you feel today? Do you have anything you have to get rid of today? I have stuff to get rid of today. Yesterday was a little bit of a stressful day. No, it was a lot of bit of a stressful day, like from morning till bedtime. I want you to take 5 really big, deep, slow breaths. See how long you can extend the breath out to a slow count. Nice and slow in, nice and slow out. Try and get as much air in and as much air out. On my last exhale, completely relaxed. Drop your right ear to the right side. And just lift your chin up. And then start to drop your chin forward, tucking it in towards the clavicle, so not towards center. And then rotating and lifting the chin back up, ears still to the right. And rotate, lower the chin down to the clavicle. Rotate to the head facing forward. Tuck the chin and roll over to the left side. Start with chin lifted. Nice breath. Tuck chin and kind of roll forward towards the left clavicle. Stretching in through the back of the right neck. Rotate the head and lift the chin, allowing the head to fall back slightly. And then slowly rotate it back, bringing the chin towards the clavicle. Rotate the face forward, tuck chin and roll to the center. Realign your spine if you let yourself lean to one side. And I want you to jut your chin down and scoop it forward and up, all the way up. And then slowly stack your head back on top of your neck, all the way down into your chin. Scoop it forward like you're shoveling snow, all the way to the sky. And then let it come back down to neutral. Drop down, jut down and forward scoop, all the way up to the sky. and let it relax balance back to neutral. Go the other direction. Lift it back up. Jut forward and scoop forward, out and down like a backhoe. Bring it all the way into your throat and then slowly let it lift to neutral. Through neutral, take it to the ceiling. Jut up, scoop forward, down, all the way into the throat. Let it slowly rise back to the ceiling. Lift up, jut forward, out, down, scoop it, bring it in, and let it come back to center, relaxed. Roll the shoulders a little bit if you want to. Turn the head side to side. Take a breath, realign your spine, turn your head to the right. Take your left hand on the back of your head and open your elbow out. Stretch through the chest, shoulder. Nice wide fingers, jazz hand kind of thing on the back of your head. Inhale, shoot the jazz hand up. Exhale out to the side, all the way down, nice and slow. Once it reaches the side body, relax, let it hang, and tuck your chin towards your right shoulder. Just relax that left arm, shake it out, make sure it's relaxed. Lift your chin back up, bring it to the center, return your hand to your lap, and just turn side to side slowly. Head to the left. Right, wide fingers, jazz hands on the back of your head. Open the elbow out to the side. My fan is in the way, so I have to turn sideways a little bit. Sitting up tall. You're not pushing on your head, you're just touching it with your fingers. Deep breath, jazz hand reaches up to the ceiling. Exhale, slowly bring it down to the side, wide fingers. All the way down next to your body. Relax the hand, relax the arm, and tuck the chin towards the shoulder on the left side. Shake out the arm, make sure it's staying relaxed. My shoulder wants to hike up a little bit. I have to just kind of release it. Lift the chin back up, bring the head to face forward. And you can either roll your shoulders, roll your head around. All right, I want you to go back to your twists. Your upper body. Trying to keep your shoulders lined up as you twist, so you're not really taking them a long way forward. It's not a very dramatic twist. Keep them lined up. Keep your belly strong. Prevent your chest from jutting forward and trying to do a chest shimmy. Feel the twist through the back vertebrae. I want you to twist to the left as far as you can. Draw the belly in. Relax the shoulders. Shake out your arms, let them hang. Turn your head as far as you can to that left shoulder. Then I want you to sit up tall. So root through your sit bones, start at the bottom and start stacking your spine and lengthening while you're twisted. After you've done that, can you twist a tiny bit more? Starting one vertebrae at a time in our belly button area, start rotating those vertebrae back to the front, working your way up the spine as if you could manually do one vertebrae at a time. Bringing everything back to the center. Roll your shoulders, lift your heart, round your back. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, round your back. And we're going to twist again, side to side, keeping the shoulders lined up, not pressing them past neutral, not arching through the back. And then go to the right as far as you can. Rotating your head, right. Then root through the sit bones, lengthen through the crown. Imagine expanding through this in each vertebrae and rotate a tiny bit more if you can. Belly's pulled in for support. Arms are relaxed, shake them out. Breathe. Starting from the belly, slowly start to rotate each individual vertebrae to come back to center. Head being the last one. Roll the shoulders and lift and lower the heart again. Stretching through the muscles that we may do we don't use our arms to twist. The back muscles do the motion, which they should ultimately. And get your strap, dog leash, belt, whatever you would like. We're going to hold it in our hands loosely, have it out to about a 45-degree angle on either side. Shoulders are relaxed. Review our shoulder position. You should be in a nice neutral. Lifting them up to the ears. Bring them back to neutral. Then take the shoulders forward. Bring them back to neutral. And take the shoulders back. Bring them back to neutral. And then press the shoulders down. And bring them back to neutral. Keep them in neutral and start your inhale up. Exhale, reach, shoulders come up. And lower back down. And then lower the arms down. Loose grip with your hands. Inhale, come up. Lift shoulders up. Lower shoulders down. Lower arms down. And again, inhale up and just hold right over your ears. Bring the right one next to your right ear and reach through the left shoulder. Relax the left shoulder. Bring them back to center. Take the left shoulder next to your left ear and reach with the right shoulder. Reach through the fingers. Draw the right shoulder back. Bring it overhead. Slowly lower down. Bring it up halfway. Lengthen through the crown, root through the sit bones, draw the belly button in, rotate right. Not bending the arms, not holding the string real tight. Come back to center. Lower. Roll out your shoulders. So you gotta go the other direction. Bring it back up to new center. Lengthen, root through the sit bones, belly turned in, and rotate left. Elbows are soft. Grip is soft. Rotate back to center. And down. And relax. Release your strap for a minute. Do intuitive mode movements, whatever it feels like you want to do, working through that upper back a little bit. I want you to take your strap and lasso your right foot. And I want you to grab your strap down by your knee with both hands. You gotta lean forward a little bit. Grab it just right about at the knee area. I want you to take a deep breath, lengthen through the crown. You're bent over slightly. Draw the belly in. Exhale, straighten that leg and come up with a flat spine. Hold on to that strap, that belt, that whatever you've got. Soft flex of the foot. Knee is engaged. We're holding it so far down to get a little bit more of a stretch. Breathe. Tuck your chin forward. A little stronger flex of the foot. Lift the chin up. Relax the toes. From the hip joint, rotate toes out. And toes up. And toes in. Whole leg moves. And toes up. Take a nice deep breath, lengthen through crown. Exhale, bend the knee and come forward with your flat back, keeping your hands. We're not just letting it slide through. All the way to the foot down. Relax the strap. Switch sides. Shake out your fingers if you were holding super tight. Shake out your fingers, roll them around. Now for the left side, lasso your foot. Bring your hand grips down next to your knee. Leaning forward. Lengthen through the crown, root through the sit bones. Take a deep breath. Exhale, start to lift it up and flat back comes up tall. You have a micro bend in your knee, soft flex in your foot. Breathe. And rotating the whole leg, toes out. Toes back up. Whole leg, rotate toes in. Toes back up. Stronger flex in your foot. Lengthen through your crown and tuck your chin. Arms, relax your hands. Squeeze and release your fingers if you need to. You're holding on. I was holding on super tight. I think that's the stress. Bring your hands together, all your fingers touching like so. Wide fingers, palms sealed together from the heel of your hand all the way up to the top of your palm, and then seal each finger together. Have it right at your heart center and have your elbows comfortable distance away from each other. Take a deep breath, lift up. Exhale, press down, open elbows, drop head. Don't let the bottom seal of the palms open. Inhale, lead with the fingers up, head follows. Exhale, lower down. Open the elbows. Don't let the seal open. Inhale, lift up. Look at that index finger. Follow the lift on your inhale. Exhale, lower down. Open the elbows. Now, as you do 3 or 4 of these at your own pace, I'm going to talk through them. Don't let yourself arch your back. This is upper back, shoulder, chest, neck. Inhaling and lifting up, just looking up, but not arching your back. Keeping those seals pressed in together. Last one up. Last one down. Hold the down, press through the palms of the hand, lift the elbows a little bit more. Open the fingertips a little bit more. Stretching through the wrists. And then go ahead and let your bottom seal of your palm open. Pressing into the fingertips a little bit more, not really the thumb, mostly the 4 fingers. Stretching through the finger joints. Lower your elbows, and I want you to interlace your fingers. And then we're going to flip them over and press them forward towards the camera. Make sure that thumbs and pinkies are interlaced as well. Stretching through the other direction for the fingers. And flip them back over. We're going to do the other direction. So switch your interlacing. Got to rearrange my rings to switch. And then flip them over. Palms facing the camera. Keeping the pinkies and thumbs tucked in. Elbows are soft. Flip them back over. Roll your wrists out. Nice big rolls. Go the other direction. Now, something we have not done in a super duper duper long time, probably since we started doing videos, is for me to turn around and for us to have our strap over our back. So I'm sure you're super excited about it. So we're going to have the strap in our right hand, and I'm going to turn around so that we're all on the same arm. Pull my hair out of the way. Strap is in the right arm, and you're just going to lift the elbow up next to your right ear. Let the strap hang down the center of your back. If your strap is off to the side because you're on a chair, make sure you pull it over to the left side. Grab that strap with your left hand, and you can just hold it down there if that's as far as you can go, or you can kind of walk your fingers up your back as far as you feel comfortable. If you've got super duper flexibility today or are able to go ahead and grab your fingers, you can. And then I want you to think about rooting through your sit bones and lengthening through your crown. Draw the belly in so that your back is nice and flat. You're not rounding forward and you're not arching back trying to grab. You're getting everything nice and flat. So if you can touch, but only by compromising your spine, then I want you to not touch so that your spine stays in alignment. Okay, does that make sense? Breathe 2 more breaths. After your second breath, I want you to just start sliding that left hand down the strap. Give it a shake, and then assist the right elbow down. Relax. Give those a shake, and we're going to switch sides. So my hair will go to my right, my strap will go to my left. Bring the elbow up next to the left ear. Now, if you want to stay like this because taking your hand in the back is just not comfortable today, I don't know the difference. I'm turning the other direction. If you want to continue, take the right hand down on your butt. And if you're ready to walk it up, you can walk it up or not. That's up to you. Go as far as you feel comfortable. And then root through your sit bones and lengthen through your crown. And that may mean touching fingers is not an option if it normally is. That's okay. Keep your left elbow close to your ear. Breathe. Belly's drawn in, back is straight. One more breath. And slowly slide that right arm down the strap. So glide through your fingers. Shake it out. Assist the left arm down. And then shake it out. Now, the reason I want you to do it slow and not fast as I turn around is because injuries happen most of the time coming out of a difficult posture versus the posture itself. So that's why I'm asking you to do it nice and slow, even if your body's telling you to do it fast. In this case, don't listen to your body. All right, scooch forward. Grab your strap. Now we're going to have one leg straight. And if you want some support for your heel, you can grab a pillow or a block to put your heel on. If you need to turn to the side so you have more of the left butt cheek on, like I do, you can. So that the seat of the chair is not cutting into your hamstring. And then I want you to hold that down near your knee, just like we did earlier, okay? Come down near your knee. So I want you to have a nice flat back because you're bent forward, reaching for that knee area, okay? Soft bend in that knee, foot is flexed. Take a deep breath. Lengthen tall, exhale, come up with a flat back. Lift the leg up and then lift the leg up. A little bit different. Deep breath. Keep this position, exhale, teeter-totter, seesaw, whatever you want to call it yourself. Forward, back stays flat, comes forward, lengthen through the crown. Come forward a tiny bit more. Knee has a micro bend. Lengthen through the crown. Breathe. Slowly sit up. Slide the strap through the fingers so that you can sit up tall. Take both straps into your left hand if you're on your right hand, if you're on your right foot, just in case you happen to be on the wrong foot or the different foot. It's not really wrong. We're going to do the same thing on both sides. So strap both straps in the opposite hand. With the right hand, you're going to inhale up, lengthen and open yourself up to the right side. Use that strap to hold on to. Breathe. Nice little twist. Flex of the foot. Micro bend of the knee. Belly drawn in. Lengthen through crown. Breathe. And you're going to keep that arm at shoulder level. You're not going to lift it up. And you're going to slowly close yourself back forward to face that leg. And relax down. Bend the knee, shake it out, move everything to the other side so we can do left. So I have more of my right cheek on the mat, left leg straightened out, right out in front of me, not off to the side. Lasso that foot. Flatten your spine and lean forward to grab the strap at the knee area. You have a micro bend in the knee, so the knee's not locked out while you're bent forward. Getting that strap. Take a nice deep breath, lengthen spine. Exhale, sit up and bring that leg with you. Micro bend, flex foot. Breathe. Next breath, we're going to Keep this position and rock, seesaw rock ourselves forward. Engage the abs, control the down, try not to just drop it. And then bring ourselves forward a little bit more, creating more stretch in the back of the leg. Flexed foot. Breathe. Slowly come up to tall spine. Let the straps slide through your fingers. Both straps in the right arm if you're on the left leg. Left arm inhales up. Lengthen tall first. Exhale, rotate and open up out to the side. Breathe. Spine is tall. Belly is pulled in. Couple more breaths. On your next exhale, just slide that whole upper body back forward. Arm comes along for the ride. Bring the arm forward and relax down. Release the foot. Shake it out. All right, are you ready for some balance? So I'm going to do my balance on my block. So if you have a block, you can do it, but you could also try it on a pillow. Pillows are less stable, but that's part of the point, right? I'm gonna put this on my chair just in case so I don't have to bend over again because I'm lazy like that today. So having the chair to your left side, you're gonna stand on your left side. So if you want to stand on a block, you can. If you want to stand on a pillow, if you want to stand on a book, stand on anything that's not your regular surface. A block has a little bit of a give because most of my weight is in the heel of my foot. The block gives a little bit towards the heel, so I get a negative incline. Just try and get your balance first on whatever you're on. If you're on a pillow, it'll be even more difficult. And just let that right leg just kind of hang there. If you look in your mirror or your camera, you can see that where your hip, that right hip might be dropped a little bit. Pull that hip up so that it's still level. Let that leg hang out of its socket, kind of shake your foot, the right foot. Find your balance, find your focal point. I'm going to back up a little bit so that I'm a little better on camera. Kind of, sort of, maybe. There we go. Try not to sit into one hip or the other. Try to keep them level. And I want you to actually swing that foot. You've got space there because you're standing on something. So if you're standing on something fairly large, you want to come to the inside of it so that you have room to swing your foot and keep your balance. You're just swinging in your hip joint. Not too big, not too small. This leg is really working over here trying to keep your balance while you're swinging. There's weight over here moving around. And relax. We're going to switch legs. So step off, walk it out, stomp it out, switch sides if you need to move the chair to the other side, or turn around. Put the foot, I'm going to turn my whole block around because I feel like my heel made a nice little indentation on that side. So I'm going to turn it all the way around. Step on your block, and then bring all your weight up there or whatever you're using. Could be a brick. Could be the edge of standing on the edge of a fireplace, standing on your footstool, standing on a couple of books. And then when you finally get a little bit of balance, you can take those toes off the floor of the left foot, let that leg hang, and then center up and level your hip bones so that you're not sitting into one of the hips. Level your hip bones, find your balance, find your focal point, hold on if you need to. Breathe, and then start swinging that foot. Feel the supporting leg. Try and compensate for the movement of that weight. Toes wiggling, whole foot is wiggling, thighs working. Maybe you're falling over like I just about did. And relax and step off. Shake it out. Some pretty good balance practice right there, I must say. May not be enjoyable, but it's good balance. And it's good small twitch muscle activation as well. All right, stand up, back up. We don't need the block anymore. I'm gonna forego the block. Legs are tired. Stand next to your chair again with your feet wide. And I want your heels right behind the center of the widest part of your foot. So toes are facing directly forward. And then I want you to squeeze through the glutes to open your thighs as if you're trying to open your thighs forward. And what that's going to do is bring your knees open a little bit more so they're more in line with your ankles. Now we're not squeezing our butt and sticking our hips so far forward that we kind of have this thing going on. We're just squeezing through our glutes and drawing them in to open up the thighs. Now press into the interior, the medial of your interior of your feet, your big toes, the inside of your heel, the inside of your, if you have a bunion, that's where they're going to be, is right there on the inside, right? Finding that balance. You can hold on to something if you need to. We're going to inhale the right arm up and over like an arc, like a moon arc. You can either hold on or you can continue your moon shape with the other arm, like you're holding a moon, holding a ball. Breathe, belly's drawn in. Slowly come back down. Did you lose any of your alignment? Realign if need to. If you need to stop and take a break and shake it out, you can do that. Just bend over slightly, shake your legs, and then squeeze your glutes. Open your thighs up, press into the inner parts of your feet. Left arm, inhale up. Exhale over slightly. Continue your moon shape on the other side if you would like. Or you can put it on your hip if that's bothering you, or you can hold on. Breathe. Inhale back up and exhale back down. Keep this position. If your chair is in front of you, move it off to the side. Hinge at your hips right here. Butt goes back. Knees stay pressing open, press open, press open, press open. Bend them slightly to a flat back. Lengthen the glutes behind you. Lengthen the crown overhead. Knees are open. Really focus on opening those knees. Breathe. Slowly come back up. Squeeze through the thighs. Squeeze through the butt. Open the thighs forward. Heel toe walk in. And we're going to make our way to the floor. And yes, you need your strap on the floor. We're going to go straight to our backs. Cleaning off my mat. Straight to our backs. Draw your knees in. Roll a moment if you want to. Find your strap. Get it situated. We're going to lasso the right foot. Lassoing the right foot, you're going to take the left ankle and hang it off the right thigh into our figure 4 position, opening your left knee out to the left side. You can have your strap in both straps in one hand or individual hands. I like individual hands for this one. So we're really going to focus on utilizing my arm strength and not my legs. Take a deep breath. Exhale, draw your elbows up towards your ears, bringing that inner left thigh into your belly. Lengthen your crown to tailbone. Get that nice glute stretch, outer inner thigh stretch. Flex your foot if you need to support your knee. Back off of a little bit if you're getting pain more than stretch. To take it a tiny bit deeper, we're going to roll our hips a little bit to the right, just until the stretch moves into the deep piriformis of the glute, of the left glute. One more big breath. Roll back to center. Relax and release. Switch your feet in the air. Left foot goes in the strap. Right ankle hangs off left thigh. Open your right knee out to the side. Hold the strap how you feel most comfortable. Take a deep breath. Exhale, draw those elbows up, thus pulling on the foot, drawing the right inner thigh into the belly. Flex the foot if you need to for your knee. Breathe into the stretch. Gently start to roll your hips left. Feel the stretch move deeper into the glute. There is a point where you can roll too far and it kind of releases the stretch completely. So find that good deep stretch, maintain, and hold that for 2 big breaths. Gently roll yourself back. Release the grip on the strap. Release your foot completely. Roll a little bit if you would like. We're going to do a little bit of dead bug. Dead bug is core work without doing sit-ups. So you have a couple of choices. Dead bug has our knees right over our hips. And if you move your knees from into your belly to right over the hips, you immediately feel the core start to turn on. So knees start over hips. If you can only do one at a time, that's completely fine. If you have to draw the non-working knee in and keep only the working knee out, that's fine as well. So starting with our right leg. So if that means you need to bring your left leg in to your knee into chest, that's fine. So taking your right leg over the right hip, I want you to take your left arm overhead and then draw it up so the hand is right over your shoulder. Right knee over left hip, left hand over left shoulder. We're going to take a deep breath. Exhale and extend the right leg, left arm in opposite directions. And then draw them back in right over their supportive joint. Deep breath. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, draw back in. One more. Deep breath. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, draw back in. And we're going to switch sides. You can relax your left hand. Switch your legs. Bring your left knee over your left hip. Right arm overhead. Draw the right arm up so the palm is over the shoulder. Left knee over left hip. Right arm over right shoulder. Deep breath. Exhale, straighten the left leg and right arm in opposite directions. Inhale, draw them back in. Stop where they're right over their respective joints. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen. Remember, you can draw that right knee in nice and tight if you need to. Your belly's getting tired. Lifting them right over. One more big breath. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, draw back up. Relax, draw both knees in, roll. A little bit of work for the abs there. Both feet flat on the floor. Slide the right knee out, right leg out, flexed foot. Make sure both hip bones are level, they're even with each other. Reach the right arm overhead and lengthen. And then reach the right foot towards the end of the mat, and you'll feel your hip bones unlevel themselves. Lengthening through the shoulder joint and the hip joint in opposite directions, keeping them on the floor. Trying not to use the left side of your body at all. Like you're trying not to squeeze your left hip up. Trying to relax through the left shoulder. Keeping the right side lengthened in opposite directions. Take a deep breath. Exhale, bend elbow and knee and bring them into the center. And then relax them to the floor. Make sure your hips and shoulders are level. Straighten out the left leg, flexed foot. Left arm overhead. Hips are still level, shoulders are still level. Now reach the left in opposite directions, sole of the foot, tips of the fingers. Feel the hips unlevel, but try and not squeeze on the right side. Keep the right side relaxed. Stretching in opposite directions, nice, gentle, even breaths. Take a deep breath. Exhale, bend elbow and knee and draw them together in the center and relax them to the floor. Walk your feet to the outside edges and do some knee flopping. Both knees over to the right. Roll up on the outside edges of your feet. Find a challenging position for your arms. It could be cactus, could be Y, it could be T, could be a V, or not a V. I mean a V or a diamond. Diamond shape is your hands are touching and your elbows are out. It's a little more relaxing than challenging, but you gotta do what you gotta do today. Squeeze the left glute, press the hip forward. And relax the glute, draw the bellies in, flop your knees side to side. Take knees over to the left, rolling up on the outside edges of your feet. Find a new challenging position for your arms, goalpost arms or cactus maybe. Squeeze the right glute and press the hip forward. Breathe. Relax the glute, draw the belly in, lift the knees up. You can flop or you can roll as you prepare yourself for Shavasana. Find all of your creature comforts. Pillows, blankets. It's 40 degrees where some of y'all are. Whew, that's a big no. We are going to have a northern breeze this morning, so maybe the 90% humidity will drop a little bit. That will be nice. Find your comfortable position. Lengthen through your crown. Tailbone and crown of head are kind of laid out nice and flat, lined up like your spinal column lined up like sushi rolls on the mat. Take a few breaths. Come into your breath and your body. Make sure you're comfortable. If you could be 5% more comfortable, adding a pillow, adding a blanket, putting something under your head, whatever it would be. Reevaluate. Back supported, neck supported. Relaxing through our forehead, our eyes, our jaw, melting into the back of our head, relaxing through our throat and our neck, up over the tops of our shoulders, feeling our shoulder blades nestled into the mat, feeling the front tops of our shoulders rolling back towards the mat. Relax down our forearms, all the way down to the tips of our fingers. Relaxing through the chest, into the back, down the belly, and into the back. Relax the glutes, the thighs, the knees, calves, ankles, tops of the feet, soles of the feet, and toes. Focus on your toes, all 10 of them. Do they feel relaxed? Do they feel cold? Maybe they're hot. Think about the function of the toes. No matter what we're doing, seated or standing, our toes are involved in balance and stability. Crossing and uncrossing our legs. Our toes are working. Walking, running, stepping up, stepping down, standing still even. Standing still and reaching forward, back, to the side. Lifting up onto our toes in order to reach something. Bending forward in order to pick something up off the floor. Even when we are seated and we go to reach for something, our toes engage. We wiggle in our chair. When we go to lay down, change positions. Do we lift and lower and flex our toes out of habit? Or are they actually providing support as we move in the bed? Have you ever broken a toe or sprained or jammed really bad? And how did it affect your mobility? Maybe you realize just how important those little buggers are. As you go throughout your day today, I want you to think about your toes, the pinky toes, which I'm often convinced are just there to hit things. The big toe takes the brunt of most of our movement. While you're laying there thinking about your toes, I want you to transition your thoughts to your fingers. Where are your fingers at this moment without moving them? If they're relaxed, they're not straight out. They have a little curve to them. Maybe one or two are touching, maybe not. Palms of the hands are soft. The fingers are used not as much as the toes, but a lot. Reaching, grabbing, holding, balancing, supporting, cooking, cleaning. They're the first point of physical contact for a lot of things. They're sometimes the most or the least clean part of our body. They're probably the most frequently cleaned part of our body, but still probably the most dirty in some aspects, since they're the first point of contact. When we see or find something new, we touch it to feel what it feels like. We feel for temperatures. We feel for textures. We feel for smoothness or bumpies. If you've ever jammed or broken a finger and learned of, or really just had a bad splinter or something where you could not utilize that finger and how it affected your mobility. Think about your fingers today and how the work that they do for you. The fingers and the toes do a lot of work. Give them time to rest. Keep them moisturized, trimmed through the cuticles, the nails. Stretch them out when they've worked hard. Treat them well, and they'll treat you well and take you places and allow you to do lots of things. Take a nice deep breath, filling up your lungs. And I want you to flex your fingers and toes, flex them out, open them up wide, and then let them relax. Take another big breath. Exhale and flex them out. Toes and fingers, open them wide. And then relax. Take a deep breath. Exhale and curl them in this time. Squeeze them tight. Feel energy all the way down your legs and arms. And then relax. Take a deep breath. Exhale and squeeze them in again. Fingers and toes. Squeeze through the glutes all the way down the leg into the foot. Squeeze through the shoulders all the way down into the hands. And relax. Gently wiggle around fingers, toes, wrists, ankles, knees, elbows. Moving the joints, hips, shoulders, spine, neck. Draw one knee at a time into your chest. Give yourself a couple of rolls. Gently roll over onto your side. Stack shoulders, hips, and knees. Support the head. Remember your fingers and toes today, taking care of them. Gently peel yourself up off the mat. See how the fingers and toes work to move the whole body. Once you're seated tall in a comfortable seat, drop your head forward. Roll to the right. Drop and roll to the left. Drop back to center, lift chin to ceiling. Bring it back to center. Turn your head to the right as far as you can and take your left hand around back next to your left hip. Just relax, sit on the floor. Bring your head forward, left hand in lap. Turn your head to the left. Take your right hand back next to your right hip. Rest it on the floor. Bring your head back, bring your arm back. Using your arms, take a nice deep breath, lengthening from sit bones through body, shoulders, arms, fingertips. Exhale down. Another big breath. Inhale, arms up. And bring the hands together overhead. Exhale, bringing them down to your chest. Letting the eyes open. And namaste.